on your Saturday to join the session. So today we'll be looking into basics of financial service law. Okay, and I really wanted to thank John for providing me an opportunity to, provide a session as part of Salesforce Developer Group Kanyakumari. So yeah, I think we will get started. So So let me introduce myself first. So I'm Vettachal Manogaran, and I'm a partner and Salesforce solution architect at Cloudflare Private Limited, based out of Vellore, Tamil Nadu. So I have been into Salesforce ecosystem around 12 plus years, and I have worked across various domains and different Salesforce products, from sales service, field service, CPQ, revenue cloud, experience, a bit of bad out, and also financial services. So you can reach find my LinkedIn profile and my Trailblazer community profile. You can always reach out to me. If you wanted to know about something, if you want to know about you know learn things, or talk about career. Anyone can reach out to me here, and I will definitely ensure to take some time to respond to everyone. Yes. So first one, the forward-looking statement. Yep. So this is, like most of you might have seen and know what exactly this. Don't make, if you're a customer looking for some products, don't make any purchasing decisions based on this session. So yep, it's just a forward-looking statement. So today, the topics we are going to is the introduction to service cloud. I mean, financial service cloud, right? And what are the different sectors? The financial service cloud products can be used, and the different data models we have, uh, the common capabilities in financial service cloud, and there are, like some inbuilt flows which comes up with the FSC packages for retail and insurance, and what are the business benefits of using a financial service cloud, right? So basically, when you take financial service cloud, it's okay. It's very huge, and we can't cover much thing in an hour. But I think I will try to touch base the basics most of all, so that you get to know what exactly the product is and what is the purpose, and how it can fit into different customers and stuff. So I will just talk about very basics, which I believe almost the time will cover today. Okay, right. So introduction to financial service products, right? So probably most of you might have seen like customers, financial domain customers still use sales and service cloud actually, right? So of course they can still use it, but anything that related to financial services, right? There might be different out of the box workflows, like data models which is specific to finance related companies. They have to build everything out of the box, right? And they have to build things from scratch actually, right? um, so that is where the financial service cloud comes into picture. You could call it as an extension, or addition to like a sales and service, for finance related customers actually, right? So to keep it precise, so the financial service cloud packages comes up with a lot of out of the box workflows, and data model which is specific to serve different financial institutions actually. Okay, right? Sorry, guys. Right. And if you see, how FSC can be used in financial solutions, right? For example, as a customer, you are reaching out to some insurance company, or investment broker, right? So they basically, like, it's a huge process, right? So they basically wanted to provide you personalized services across different engagement channels, right? So they need to provide services in WhatsApp, and they might want to connect with you on Facebook, or phone call or email. So there are different channels which is available, right? So That is where this FSC provides bankers, financial advisors, agents, brokers, a kind of platform which helps them to connect with their customers in a much better way, which also helps to increase their productivity. Right? So as I said, this packages comes up with a lot of out of the box data models, specifically designed for financial institutions like bank, wealth management companies, lenders, etc. Right. So if you see some of the benefits here is streamlining our onboarding process. So let's say on when you're creating a bank account, you might need to fill out a lot of form. Then there are different processes like you have to provide your ID proofs, your PAN card, and I believe most of you are uh, Indians, I believe actually. So you need to give your Aadhaar card and stuff, right? So then once it is done, they will onboard you, and they will give you a net banking account, mobile banking access, and then they will send you a debit card. So it's a process, right? So the onboarding is a very important thing, right? That provides you the better the service, the faster the response, the faster the process, the customer will be more happy, actually, right? So generally onboarding is it involves different teams, and a lot of labor intensive, time intensive process. But this can be shortened. The cycle of this process can be shortened using a financial service cloud, actually. And second, as I said, personalized engagement. Like you get to know about your customers, right? So you can, tag what like what exactly the customers are interested in. Some might be interested in SIPs, some might be interested in just a bank FT or RD, right? And some customers will be want to invest in share market, right? So and some might wanted to have a term insurance kind of thing, also, right? So you get to know what exactly your customer wants, so that you will be able to provide them a much personalized service to them, actually, right? So and third, of course, like scale services. So by utilizing all these features, you'll be able to provide faster services, and the agents or brokers, they'll be able to provide the customers a specific right information based on their personalization, which obviously reduce the errors and provide services across different channels, actually, right? So and of course integrate and analyze data, so you can integrate it is or the same general Salesforce with any external system, that's right. But you bring all those data into system, and this even the FSC package comes up with some ancient recommendation insights and all. So you can put together different dashboards and stuff, which helps the business to understand what exactly going on in the process, actually. Okay, next. So financial services cloud stack. So basically, the main use sectors here are like retail banking. Basically, like as an individual, we reach out to banks, and in a bank, as we discussed, there will be different process, starting from account opening, like um, debit card, credit card, hard deposits, and some banks even provides like all this foreign exchange and stuff, right? So this retail banking basically provides like a 360-degree view of the customer, okay, which helps the agents. There is also a console called retail banking console, which helps them to view all those customer related stuff, and also this comes up with a set of objects which is used for the financial, like especially for the retail banking apps. Okay. The second one is like wealth management. So wealth management is like probably the second thing, wealth management is all about if you wanted to plan for your a short term investment or a long term investment. This can be for your your child's education or your retirement plan, or it can be your vacation plan, or or investment on a property, right? So all these things, right, each different customers will have different interest, and based on that, you can build a portfolio, right? And it will help the investment advisors or the financial advisors to come up with the strategies, how to provide or what to suggest to their customer ads, right? So this basically comes up with this helps the advisors to come up with a personalized financial plan for each customer actually. Okay. And insurance actually, right? So this again, insurance is there are different types of insurance, starting from health insurance, term insurance, life insurance are there, and we have vehicle insurance are there actually, right? So so each of this insurance follows different processes actually, right? So if you take for health insurance or term insurance, health checkups are mandatory actually, right? So they will come and take your samples and stuff. So each of this insurance, if you take car insurance, they will check for the depreciation, they will check for the uh, any claims has been made, all these things actually, right? So insurance also comes up with a set of objects which helps with issuing of underwriting of claims, uh, all those insurance related operations can be handled. The entire loan life cycle can be handled, starting from checking the credit score, providing the different interest rates. So a lot of things comes into picture when it comes to loan process. And mortgage also is you pledge some property, right? If you have a house, you can pledge your property, and you get loan against it. Actually. So entire mortgage and lending can be handled. And commercial banking is something banks and companies also, right? So brands can provide, overdraft to companies. They can provide loans for companies. All the risk assessments about the companies, the credit lines, all this business, basically, B2B kind of thing. Banks to companies is called commercial banking. So there are set of objects and models which comes for the commercial banking, which can be handled. Okay. So these are major sectors which can use financial service cloud. I'm reiterating again: retail banking, wealth management, insurance, mortgage and learning, lending, and commercial banking. Also, right. So these are the major sectors, and there are subsectors in that, like digital insurance, digital loan. Like there are some objects, extra object that comes into picture for that. But these are the major ones. Actually. Okay. Right. So as we discussed, so there are like few important data models in financial service cloud which you need to know about. So the first one is the insurance data model. So it comes up with the specialized objects which is related to the insurance related functionality. It can be from issuance of policies, claims, managing the beneficiaries, right? And this can be leveraged with the sales and service activity also, right? You can use this data model along with your sales life cycle or service life cycle too, actually. Okay. And second one is the interaction summary model actually. So this is something it's a very important future, especially with all the sectors we talked, we just went through in the previous slide. It involves a lot of communication actually, right? So you take an insurance, you take a loan policy, I mean loan application, you get back to back calls, you have to interact with the agent very frequently actually, right? So this data model allows to track the basically the interactions with the customers across different channels, right? And you have a centralized view of all the customer touch points. If you just open a customer's account, you'll be able to view everything actually, right? So this is the next data model, and financial deal data model actually. So this is all about financial deals with transaction related stuff. And next one is the mortgage data model or lending. This can be used. This comes up with objects and which is related to mortgage products, the application related services, and there could be a lot of questionnaires and stuff which needs to be handled for a mortgage of a property against loan. So all these things comes up with the mortgage data model and action plan data model actually, right? So this action plan data model is something, it's a very useful feature. It's kind of a template. You can have a different template for each process within your banking, right? For a credit card application, you have a set of process. For a loan application, you have a set of process, right? So you can configure it as like 7 8 action plan items, and any sales reps or agent who's handling this, they have to finish all the action plan items to before they close the application actually, right? So that is what the action plan is. And consent data model. So when it comes to finance related stuff, a lot of complaints and regulatory stuff is important actually, right? So this data model is used to track and manages customers consent preference. So that is what the consent data model is about actually, right? So these are the like five major data models comes in the picture. We will talk about quick demos in some of these things, which I will explain in a few minutes actually. Okay. So as we said, so you see the data model in financial service stuff. This is the one which comes up with the package itself actually, okay, the package data model itself, right? So here you see something called household account. Basically, like all those purple related highlighted ones are financial cloud accounts. Rest of them are available in sales and service object itself actually, right? So you see, there are like business milestones, are there, identity document, personal life events, right? What are the financial holdings the customer has? What are the asset and liabilities they have? Each of them is being card, the debit card or credit card, the revenue. All these things get tracked in the financial cloud, financial service cloud data model architecture, right? And you see some of them at the top, which is household accounts. There is account relationship, account contact relationship, and if on the right side you see contact relationship actually, right? So this is where the service financial service cloud comes into picture. So they have something called household account actually. Okay. For example, household account is nothing but uh, you know, I, in my house, like I myself are, my dad is there, my wife is there, actually, right? So each one of us has different investments. We might have different bank accounts, right? But we still reside as a single address maybe, actually, right? So and even you can add any of your extended family as part of your household account, actually, okay? And let's say if you're running any trust actually, right? And you can even include your trustees in your household account actually. Okay. So household account is kind of it brings all your client and business financials. It can be you can use it to summarize at the household level actually. So for example, let's say there is a household called Web3's household. Under that, my father is there, my wife is there, and myself will be there. So I have a total asset worth of 30 lakhs, let's say, right? And my wife has 15 lakhs. My father has 5 lakhs, and we have a liabilities for like 50 lakhs or something like that, right? So all these things can be rolled up. There are features which helps rolled up, and you can basically see the summary on a household account level actually. Okay. So basically that is what the household account is about. And here there are two different other accounts are person accounts. Of course everyone knows it's individuals, right? No contacts will be there, but here it supports individual accounts also, which means you create your individuals as an account and contact separately also actually. Okay. So if you see that account relationship, it's basically you can relate person accounts and your household accounts, right? And you can even relate your business accounts also. If I am running a company, if I am running a trust, I can relate all those them under the account relationship, right? And the account contact relationship again, if anyone, any company is there, and if I am having a lawyer, right, I can create them as a contact person, right? So account contact relationship, and contact relationship is also like if you want to bring in your individual accounts, like individual people and person accounts to be related, then you use the contact relationship here. Actually. Okay, so I think I'm just giving a high level overview, but yeah, you have to dig deeper into these things. There are so many things which happens around this actually. Okay, so the next one is standard data object models, which comes up with the financial service cloud. Actually, okay, this is not packaged, but this is about mostly the financial related stuff actually. So, you can see the financial account address, the financial account balances, which is related to a financial account, right? And on the left hand side, you could see that different security holdings they have, the account transactions which we make, and milestones as part of company, any payment mandate that needs to be done, all the financial account statements, actually, right? So this is more of banking, or I would say banking related model, which comes up out of the box itself. Actually, okay, right. So now let's get into the common capabilities actually, right? So this is where we'll be spending a lot of time today. So I already spoke about the relationship management, right? So if you come to future, I think we'll be mostly talking about the futures. Automation is something it definitely needs its own time, or a separate session which we need to schedule for that. Okay, but let's go to the different futures and stuff today. Actually, okay? So the first one is the relationship management, right? So we already spoke about the relationship. So it's all about letting your group, create your own group as a household account. You can add different members of your house under your own account, right? And this is all about you know building a relationship actually, right? So you bring everyone under the same account. It provides, as let's say I am as an agent, I own an different properties. I wanted to see all my it's very important actually. You know that husband and wife working together, they take a home loan together actually, right? For such scenarios, you need a household account in place actually, right? So that is what the person and household account which we already discussed about. So there is something called relationship map and group builder. We will look into that. And the next one is going to be the actionable relationship center. Okay, and then the events and milestones. This will be different for personal life events and a business milestone also, and the interest tracks and the action plans actually. Okay? So we will look into these features in the org now actually. Okay. Okay. Right. So since we are in the org, so I will just help you guys to understand. So each of this application comes up with separate things. So if you see financial service or wealth management, that is a separate app. And if you go to the retail banking, a separate app will be there. Okay, I was talking about the retail banking console, right? So this is the console where the agent lives in. He handles all these customer requests and stuff. So this is the retail banking. And then if you go for insurance, there will be a separate console. Digital insurance is a separate. I told you about, right? So digital insurance is a separate application. And you see the different object that comes in insurance contracts, insurance policies, the policy team members, right? Each of them comes up with a own uh, process and stuff actually. Okay. The loan application, if you see, they have loan applicants, loan application income. So there will be so many objects which comes into pictures for each of them actually. Okay, but today we are not going to dig so much deeper into those things. So let's get into the FSA wealth management. Okay, so let me go into the account. So let me pick up Rachel Adams. Right. So just look at this view X, right? So there's so many things are in here. If we go to Rachel Adams, it's loading. Give me. Okay. First, let's get into the where is the related list? Okay, I missed out. Okay. Generally, in the related list of a person account, you could see all these financial summaries, the banking summaries, the credit, the assets and liabilities, and you have their different cards they have, the banking account details they have. What are the different document lists which is available? Everything will be shown in here actually. Okay, so let me let's go to the related. Perfect. Give me a minute, guys. I think it's taking some time. Probably issue with my internet. I don't. Yep. So it's saved. Let's come back and we will see, what are the different details which comes under a related of a person account. This is basically Mrs. Rachel Adams is a person account. Okay. Right. So you see the account plans which they have, and what are the related accounts under that, and what is the action plan for them next, right? And they have three different cards. One is savings card, and a couple of them are credit account, credit card and a credit account, and cards which they are about to, it's in progress, which they have to send, the insurance policies they have, right? And what are the interactions they have, and who have attended each of this interaction, and any cases which were raised against, raised by, Rachel Adams, and what are the claims they have made actually, right? So, like each claims there, and personal life events actually, right? So, and the document checklist. What are the different checklists? They have, driving license which has been added, and any loan applications which was raised. All these things been shown under a single, like the financial holdings they have, right? Pretty much all those information which comes in, and you see under Rachel Adam, different objects from different, to one place. You have seen things about banking, retail banking. You have the related for insurance. You've seen a related list for loan related stuff, right? So everything comes under a single ODR actually, right? So this is what a related list, like it comes up, together actually, right? So agent will have a 360-degree view of, what exactly Rachel Adam is a person and what is their interest and stuff, right? Now getting into relationship, I will go to the relationship here. Like Rachel Adams, they have a household called Adams, household, and this is a primary group actually. Under Adams household, you see the total financial account they have is 43 lakhs 78,000. Okay, right? And the next interaction they are going to have with them is going to be on next year 6th, right? And this total financial account summary is based out of all the individuals, okay, or the companies under Adams household actually. Okay, it includes Rachel Adams, total financial accounts, and it includes like Nigel Adams total financial accounts. Okay, and total financial accounts of Scott Adams, right? And in trustee things, anyways. Sorry, I clicked it. These things are under the match. Okay, and all Rachel Adams is part of these three things. So she is a trustee in two charitable trusts, Adams Charitable and Alpine Group also, and she is also a client in the Adams PRP actually. Okay? And the related contact which you see here, Ivan M. Cole. He is Rachel Adams' lawyer, actually. Okay, so that information also comes into picture here. Okay. So this is what, and they can be part of another household also. Okay, but they can be only primary in one household actually, right? So like there can be only primary member of one household, but they can be part of a different household also. Actually, okay. So let's say there is father's household which has a separate account, then there will be a separate household account for them, right? And they can be part of it also. Okay, so let's go ahead and edit this household account group. Right, you see it says Rachel Adams client. Okay, and Nigel Adams is she is an actual client actually, right? So as part of this customer, I mean the company. So let's consider like a policy person or any bank, right? So role is client, and Nigel Adams is spouse, and Scott Adams is just keeping as other actually, right? So but you see this role is a very important part actually. So what exactly, whether they are a beneficiary or a trustee, you have to given the role and the activities and objects to roll up actually, right? For example, if you see here for Rachel Adams, she is the client. All her tasks, events, financial accounts, assets and liabilities, financial goals, referrals, and everything should roll up under Adams household actually. Okay, so that is what we have seen that when I click the Adams household, you might have seen that 43 lakh 73,000 as a total thing, right? Which out of which 38 lakhs is from Rachel Adams, right? So and she is the primary member of this particular household, and this is a primary group actually. This is a primary group to actually. Okay. If you see Nigel Adams, for him also everything has been added into accounted actually, right? But Scott Adams, he is not a primary member. He is not enable part of this group, so that it doesn't For example, if I go ahead and uncheck this, okay, for Nigel Adams, and I save this. Right. The moment I save it, if I come back and go to this, you know, let's refresh it. Now I don't want to include anything from Nigel Adams to be included under the not anything, just the financial thing actually, right? I don't want those information here actually, right? So if you see the total financial accounts now, whatever the 3 lakhs which was under Nigel Adams account, it's not showing up in Adams household now actually, right? So this is how you handle and show what is included in household actually. Okay. Under this, you could see different other things. They are part of what are the business they are part of, right? And related role business. Simon household, they are part as a extended family. They are part of another household also, and community education is a client, right? And Rachel Adams is a trustee in this particular thing. Nigel Adams is like all the different types of relationship between accounts is handled and shown here. Okay, and all these data will sit in the account relationship or account contact relationship or a contact relationship, right? Out of which only they have added this relationship chart here. The relationship chart basically shows everything out of this action. Okay. And the next thing we are going to see is about the ARC, actionable relationship center. Actually. This is pretty much the same thing, but here you will be able to take a lot of actions. Okay. For example, from Rachel's household, if I wanted to see, if I expand this, I can see what are the things available in Adam's household actually, right? And if I scroll to the right, I'll be able to see all the related, object details. What he owns from Simon household sample, what are the related accounts he is part of, what are the membership relationship he has, and who are the other members actually, right? So you'll be able to see everything here actually. The reason why it is called is actionable relationship center. From here you will be able to do all this stuff. I can create a new account relationship from here. Okay. And if I wanted, I can see all the details here, and you can have any custom actions also from here actually. Okay. And let's go to for example, let me open Adams. Sorry. Right. Now I have clicked on Ivan, right? From Ivan's household, I can see what are the details he have. So basically, you can have all the custom, if you want to schedule an appointment from here, you can have appointment schedule. And, if you want to see all the related list, show, if you enable the show related list, it will show all the related list part of it. So it shows the insurance claim for this particular, relationship which you have chosen here. Actually. Okay. So the difference between relationship chart and group builder in here is there you define what exactly what's the role, and what are the roll up summaries that needs to be included, that you have to do it from the group builder. From actional relationship setter you will be able to expand and see what exactly they want. Just imagine as an agent, right? I'm an agent. I wanted to provide service or sales. If I'm trying to sort out some issues for Rachel, or even try to upsell something, I come here and I will be able to see the whole details here, and I can do it from, I can pretty much do everything from here itself, in a single screen, okay. That is what actionable relationship center is about. The next one is I'll talk about the life events actually. Okay, so you see the life events. It's kind of a chart, right? For birth date, post graduation, data scientist, and he got married to Nigel, and they moved to New York, and they are planning to buy a home. If just imagine if my investment advisor is calling and saying that I'm saying that I'm planning to buy a home in 2027, right? And I wanted to take the retirement by 50, right? Based on this, life events and stuff, they'll be able to, suggest you, different investment plans, or they'll be able to, suggest different insurance policies and stuff. All these things can be done actually, right? And, a daughter was born. So pretty much, a personal life events has been shown in here actually, right? If I go to a company, let's go to Adam's PH, that one. Here also everything will be there. The relationship will be there, right? And arc also will be there. But here, only two contacts are available actually, right? Adam, Piaggio, Rachel, and Nigel are there, and they here you see different business milestones actually. Any merger or acquisition is happening, you're appointing a new CEO, you can create everything from here itself. The company, they can't able to run the company, they are announcing branch subsidy. You can do it from here actually, right? So it's all about capturing different milestones here. Based on that, like any agents will be able to provide better services there actually, okay. The the milestones, I mean, events and milestones actually. Okay. The next thing is goals. So as I said, it's very simple, right? So they have a target like for Tago vacation, they wanted to actual value of the trip is 2,80,000. Target value is 450, and we wanted to do 2027. So if I'm telling my goal to my financial advisor, they will be telling me, okay, go ahead and put an SIP, right? Go ahead and buy this insurance, like a policy which has better returns, right? And again, you see Laura's wedding, right? So no weddings in India happen lakhs, but I think the target is 1 lakh, and actual they estimated is 67,000, but they wanted target date to be 2026. So this the same thing for business or individuals. You'll be able to track their goals here. Based on that, your agents will be able to expect exactly customer has to do to achieve their goals. Then action plans. So we spoke about action plan. So quarterly plan review. So that's the next action plan for Rachel. And you see, if I go to this particular action plan, okay, and there is nothing much task. Okay, complete all saving accounts. So let's take a action plan like this, actually, right? So I got I opened a new account in HDFC. So they finish all the boarding onboarding process on the 3 months. This action plan has to be executed, and let's say or credit score, or like your bank strength itself, account strength. But let's take a loan policy like no home loan or two-wheeler loan. They are coming on offer. For two-wheeler loan, they might ask you, or a four-wheeler loan, they might ask you for your bank statements. They will ask for your cancel check, and there will be different steps. Right, so each of them can be created as 10 action items in here. Okay, and the agent has to complete each steps, and each task in that step to complete, and give them the disperse them the loan action. Okay, so that is what the action plan is about, right? And you need to build different templates for different kind of work, actually. Okay? The next one is interactions. I told you about the interaction summaries, actually, right? So these are the interaction which was happened between Rachel Adams and this happened on 2021, right? If you see, there are two people who attended. So one, myself, internal, I attended this event. I'm an agent from this company, and Rachel Adam external who came in. Okay, and it is an in-person event. What kind of event it is? Where the location? They can keep track of all these things. Okay, and what is the action item? They are to send a sample docs out of it, right? So if you go to the related list, that's a summary, and if they wanted to share any details and stuff, they can add a summary to participants. That's all. So this is the meeting type is confidential, and the deal execution. So all those information related to your deal execution can be recorded and handled with the interaction summary. Because when it comes to financial institutions, or the interactions are very important to be captured, because then only you will be able to know what exactly the client is expecting, when they wanted to make, or what their interest is about, actually, right? So this is a really important feature, the interaction summaries. So this is where that interaction summary data model comes into picture. So for action plan also, we spoke about action plan data model, right? So the last thing we will see here is the interest tagger. So as a customer, I can tag my customer's interest. Okay, right? And you can add any existing interest, or okay, this is a sport, right? I can tag any new event also. Okay, and let's say I wanted to invest on share market, and I can put it as investing, right? So tomorrow, whenever you talk to a customer, right, and you keep updating your interest tag. Based on this interest tag, you will be able to suggest things to your customer in a better way, actually, right? So that is why this interest tag is a one another feature which I wanted to highlight, actually. Okay. Now coming back, so I think we pretty much cover all those basic things, and there are certain things which is out. It's not just flows and you know. For example, it's not just flows which can be used for automation process and financial service cloud. There are different things like Omniscript, Business Rule Engine, Discovery Framework, and there is one more thing called Service Studio or something. I don't remember exactly. So Omniscript is probably some of you might know it's the Omnia Studio thing. It's a tool kind of which you can use to create dynamic multi-step guided customer journey, right? It's based on drag and drop, or you'll be able to come up with a custom journey if you want to capture information or do any automation. And let's say for a loan application, there will be like 7 8 forms that you need to fill, right? So you can create a Omni script where you capture all those details, put all those values, uh, you know, put that Omni script in your to make you know for example, if you have a credit score above 800, you issue a credit card to him directly, right? There is no, you know, no need of other set of approvals and stuff, kind of that. You can go ahead and initiate a process, right? So this has, different lookup tables based on different domains. There will be a lot of things which you can automate using the business rule engine. Okay. And discovery framework is something, as we spoke about, financial industry is more regulated and complaints things. You can collect and validate all your customer information and complaints with regulation and policies. For capturing such information, we can automate using the discovery framework. Actually. Okay. So yeah, that's about this. And so yeah, so that's what about the different automations, right? So in the last, there are like different flows which commands update address, update card limit, out of the box flows which can use directly. You can go to your flow builders, and if you want to make, if you want to utilize this, you can just use this flow in your button or wherever you want it, right? And similarly for insurance, add beneficiary data policies, cancel policies, send documents, update communication preference. There are these are few flows which comes out of the package itself, which you can use for retail and the insurance domains. Okay. So benefits, I think we will keep it simple. So using all this data models, all this impressive screens, which helps with higher productivity. Basically, to keep track, helps the advisors, managers, and service team to keep track of things, not wasting time navigating things, have every information, uh, right, and improve customer engagements, better risk management. This is a very important thing in financial related stuff, right? Especially around compliance and mandatory regulatory requirements, scalability, and enhanced collaboration. Right. So these are the benefits out of financial services cloud. Actually. Okay. So as I mentioned, this is a very high level, getting into each and every objects, and you see like different sectors, different apps are there. We might need like 5 6 sessions for that, but I just try to cover the basics so that you get to know what exactly the product is about, and it helps you to learn a bit. Actually, okay. Thanks everyone.
There is some questions you can take.
Yes, can we access to the recording with the attachment shared on the call? I think John John can provide that. Where can we get the insurance data model diagram? Insurance data model diagram, I think, Tanvi, you can Google. There are separate data model which is images which is available. You can utilize that, or of course, you go through the objects and try to build use the schema builder and try it out by yourself also. Do you recommend any trial mix end to end? Okay, so trial mix, I don't find a lot of trial mix. Um, for financial service cloud, it was very high level. But if you are working for any Salesforce related partner, like try to get access for the partner learning camp. There you get a lot of details actually. I don't work for a partner, but I do. I sit for Salesforce. But how do I sit for? Okay. So again, try it. There are some good videos which will help you to learn. But my suggestion, of course, get hands-on with a couple of projects before you even give a certification for that, because this is one of the huge product. It's not like a simple future. You need to know a lot of stuff on your FSCX. Right? So, can an individual or a person account can be created at the same time? It's I would say, see, it depends on business. If you're relying on any app exchange application, that's what I never faced any such use cases. We always use the person accounts. But what I heard is about is some of the app exchange app which is related to like anything related to finances doesn't support person accounts actually, right? It always relies on contacts or even in any third party integration if you have actually, right? That is where you individually create an account and create a contact separately. But person account is a good future. Uh, Generally you can directly go if you don't have any dependencies of third party application actually.